All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Acting and Filmmaking Challenge Season 1, Day 2. We started a class on filmmaking yesterday, and we discussed about the different phases of filmmaking, of which we said is the pre-production, the production, and the post-production. We started with the pre-production, and the first thing in the pre-production was the script, of which we discussed about yesterday. And today we are going to go over to the second stage of the pre-production, which the second stage of the pre-production. The second stage of the pre-production, after the script, after having a good script, the next thing is the storyboard. You have a good script, nice. You've written your script. Your script is perfect. It's dope. It's nice. You've taken all note of everything. Then the next thing you need to look out for is the storyboard. The storyboard is a diagram that shows what your story is all about. Now, I'm going to put an example of a storyboard up, and you just have to look at it. Now, this is what the storyboard is all about. It's just a diagram that shows your film from start to finish. Like, if I look at your storyboard, I'm supposed to understand what your film is all about. And you can easily, because your storyboard is just about the action that is playing on your head. Every angles, how you want the angles to be, how you want every shot to be, the entrance, how you want the actors to come in, what you want them to do and everything. It has to do with the storyboard. Now you have to have a proper storyboard. Now there's one thing you need to understand. It's not like a storyboard it must be very professional. Like you have to, your simple draft in your storyboard is okay. Are we together? As far as it's something that we can actually understand. I can look at your storyboard and I can just watch your film. Understand? Your storyboard would help your crew, your cast, everybody to understand what this film is all about. The cinematography, any person will be able to look at the storyboard and say, okay, I get the story. So this is what's going to happen. So this guy is coming in from here. This guy is sitting down. This is the angle I'm taking this person. And then this person is walking out of frame and all that. The truth is, you must be exposed to a lot of angles to write a good storyboard. And that takes us to like a cinematography aspect of it. You need to know a lot of cinematography, and when we talk about cinematography, you need to know angles and movement, because all these things is what you use in doing a proper storyboard. There are different angles you can think of. So before you start a film and you want to start shooting, it's normal you're going to take note of these different angles before you even start writing your storyboard, because if you don't know these angles, your storyboard is going to be one-sided. Because if you don't have ideas of angles, you don't have ideas of camera movement, it's going to be a big problem for you to write an effective storyboard. Now let's jump into the camera angles that you need to know, the necessary ones that you need to know. The first, we have the master shot. The master shot is a shot that actually shows everything that is going to happen in the scene. It shows the full subject, everything that is going to happen in the scene. Are we together? So it opens the entire environment up, and you can see where the person is coming from. You can see where this person is coming to sit down and all that. So that's what the master shot is all about. And it's very advisable you leave your master shot for a particular scene to start from start to finish. Are we together? So you leave your master shot, you on your shoot, action, we go. And then the scene would have to happen from start to finish. Now, what this master shot is going to help you do is it will help you understand when it comes to continuity. How did this person come in from this entrance? How did this person sit down? How did this person position? What was his angle? How did he make his move and all that? Which is very important. Now, this master shot will lead you to every other angles, and it will help you keep an effective continuity. Because if you have a master shot, the master shot shows you all the entrances, shows you everything that is going to happen in the scene. So when you're cutting to other angles of your shot, it's simple for your audience to identify, okay, this person moves his hand like this in the masters, and then in the next shot, his hand is like this and is coming out. So it's easy. Unlike somebody to move his hand like this in the masters, and in the next shot, the person's hand is already like this, or his face was like this, and the next shot his face is like this. It will look, the shots will be jumping. Are we together? It will more like, looks like it's flipping. Are we together? So the most important thing is have an effective master shot, and look at all your shots you want to take from the master shot. It will give you a good continuity. Understand? Now, once you're done with your master shot, the next shot you need to look out for, we have the mid shot. The mid shot has to do from your head to your waist length. Are we together? So from your head to your waist length. And the mid shot is just a continuity of what happened in your master shot. Are we together? So if you can do a mid shot, especially if you're shooting on a low budget and you have just one camera to access. But if you have two cameras or three, it's nice. But I'm going to just speak on a low budget running of a film. Let's say you're shooting with one camera and all that. So the truth is, you have to take the characters need to go back on set and do their thing from start to finish. And when they go back on set to do their thing from start to finish, the truth is you take a close-up, a mid shot on this person, you take the mid shot on the next character. Are we together? So you take a mid shot on the first character, you go back to take a mid shot on the second character. And they have to do what they did in the master shot, which is very important. Now, once they do that, what they did in the master shot, you replay them on the mid shot. When you're doing your editing, everything will tally. So once you're done with the mid shot, we go over to the next shot, which is the close-up shot. The close-up shot has to do from your head to your chest level. From your head to your chest level. Yeah, exactly. So that is a close-up shot. It brings you details to the character's reaction, and it's very important that your cast are in their best behavior during the close-up shot, because the close-up shot is what reveals what the character is all about, and it brings out a lot of details. It's not like the cast are not going to be serious in every other angle. They are serious all through. Are we together? But they should put more effort in the close-up. It's very important because it really shows details of whatever it's all about. So this is what the close-up shot is all about. Then we also have the next shot on the list, which is an extreme close-up. Extreme close-up reveals details, extreme details of some certain things. People go as far as just taking an extreme close-up on just the face of the person, or just the mouth of the person, or anything. So you take extreme close-up. Another thing is, once you're done with extreme close-up is a very direct shot. Understand? There is a purpose why you should be taking an extreme close-up. Are we together? Now, another thing is about details. Details is very important. Like, you could possibly pick someone's hands moving like this, and then the next thing you could be picking someone's, maybe the person is just tapping his hands or doing something, and that is very important. You take some certain details because it will help you to cut from one shot to another. Are we together? Now, if you have, there are a lot of angles, that you need to take note of. Are we good? A lot of angles and that. So we also have establishment shot. We have a lot of them. Are we together? But these are the few I'm going to explain during the course of this class. Another important aspect of things I want to discuss about in the camera angles is cross-related shots. Cross-related shots are very important because cross-related shot is not just about the mid shot or the close-up. It has you relating the next subject to the other person. So it now looks to the audience that, this guy is talking to this person. Are we together? So once I'm on the right to this other person, I should be on the left to the other person. Are we together? It shows who the character is talking to. Understand? It's not just about the mid or the angle and all this. So those related shots are very important. Are we together? So that is it. Now, once you know these different angles that we have clearly explained, then you can now go over to writing your storyboard. Are we together? With this, you can have effective storyboard. So you can say possibly there is an extreme shot. You start with extreme shot on so person, and then a close up, somebody just move into frame, and this person just open his bonnet and is just checking his bonnet. Then the next shot is on somebody walking out from the next door and telling him or whatever. So you use your storyboard to explain every details. Now, the importance of you having a storyboard is this. One, it will help your cast and crew to understand what the story is all about. Are we together? It will just make someone to look at it. If somebody looks at the storyboard, you'll be able to just watch your entire film. Like, there are some producers that will ask you, okay, can I see what you have? What's the storyboard like? Because it's a storyboard that shows what this film is going to look like. Like now, there are a lot of producers that you move to and you tell them, okay, I have a good story, I have a film, and I have a good story, I'm a director, I can shoot a film and all that. They don't just see what you're saying as is making sense, because they just believe that You don't have experience to shoot those things. You don't have experience to do those things. Are we together? But the only thing that you can relate with them that will make them know, oh, you actually know what you're talking about, is a storyboard. Once someone sees your storyboard, will be like, wow, I can see how creative you are in this story. That means this thing is working like this. The person will be able to look at your storyboard and watch your film. It's just normal for anybody to come and tell you that I have a story I want to shoot and I have a, those are just statements. Are we together? It's just a statement. It's just a word. You're just saying things. Understand? It's different from film. Understand? Because once you get on set, it's different. That's why every producer wants to work with the top directors that they know or the top filmmakers that they know, because they believe they have seen their works and they know what they can deliver. But you, as an upcoming filmmaker, it's important for you to learn how to build a storyboard, because the storyboard will make someone that does not even believe in you to look at your story and say, wow, I can see the creativity in your story, and okay, I think I would like to do this with you. So taking a storyboard is not a waste of time. A storyboard is very important. It's something that helps everybody. It's putting your films to work. But this is the first thing you need to understand. Your storyboard don't need to be perfect. Your drawing skills don't need to be like 100%, but just have a way of that you can do your sketch and somebody can understand what you're doing. Are we together? Your close-up, your mid, you must not draw like 100% and all that for you to do a proper storyboard. No. Are we good? So start with something. The more you do storyboard, the more you get used to doing good storyboards. If you do storyboard from day one, you keep doing it, you get better. Are we together? Because the first time you try drafting a storyboard, it will be so tiring, it will be very frustrating, it will be very uneasy, it will be very, I don't know what to say. But the truth is, if you keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, you will get used to how to, once an idea gets into your head, the next thing is, after writing the script, the next thing is to storyboard. Are we together? Once you storyboard it, you can easily go on set and you'll not miss anything, because you'll be looking at your storyboard and you know the different angles you want to take at every point in time and what you want to do at every point in time. Are we together? So now we have a very good assignment for today, and this assignment is going to be submitted tomorrow. This assignment is for you we are dropping a short script online. We're dropping a short script online via the WhatsApp forum. What you just have to do is use that short script to develop your own storyboard. You use that short script and develop a storyboard. Now, if you want to develop your storyboard, you must not you can use your hand to draw whatever you want to draw, then screenshot it scene by scene. You write scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and then you're going to submit it tomorrow. We're going to tell you the time you're going to submit the storyboard before we start the next class. Are we together? Please, if you had issues assimilating or understanding what we are talking about, please feel free to drop your question in the online forum, and I'll be right there to answer you. So if you have any issues whatsoever, you feel that you need some certain area for us to explain more on this topic, feel free to ask in the online forum. I'll be there to answer you. This is where I'm going to wrap for today's class. Don't forget, as I said earlier on, we are still in the pre-production. I said something that the 3 stages of filmmaking has to do with the pre-production, the production, and the post-production. And the pre-production has to do with the planning stage. And in the first thing, the pre-production is the script. The second thing is the storyboard. And the third thing I'm going to discuss in tomorrow's class. All right. Good night and have a very wonderful night rest. See you guys all in the other side.